It's burning! Just kidding. Hey, Ghoul Friends. I'm Adrian, or Aiden. Either way, you are watching Spirits and Hexes, a series where I guide you through the underworld with a cocktail in hand. Today, we are going to be making a Llorona Martini. In order to conjure La Llorona, you will need 3 ounces of pisco, 1 ounce of lemon and lime juice each, half a cup of coconut cream, tonic water to float, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, a drop of black dye, and a dash of bitters. So the story of La Llorona is actually one that's pretty tragic and sad, and there's many different versions of it, but ultimately they end the same way. It starts off that she was a woman from a small village. She fell in love with a man, and they started a life together. You know, they had kids, lived together, did the whole thing. Now, for whatever reason or another, her husband had to travel for work a lot. One day, she found out that her husband was being unfaithful, and she caught him with another woman. Now, this sent her into a fit of passion and fury, and she decided that the solution was to take her 2 children to a river, toss them in, and toss herself in after them, and let them all drown. So they say that her punishment for this is to roam the afterlife for eternity, searching for her children. And people also say that if you're by a natural body of water at night, you can hear her crying out, mis hijos, mis hijos. Now, growing up, a lot of families would use this story to kind of scare their kids into behaving and not staying out late, saying that if they did so, that La Llorona would come and take their kids, right? Check out this cream of coconut and black food dye. This is basically like the mud that sits at the bottom of the river where La Llorona lays to rest. So what you're gonna do with your cream of coconut after you've mixed in the black food dye is you're just gonna add a little bit to the bottom of your martini glass. Feel free to add some flair however you want, because we're gonna toss in the rest of our ingredients after we've shaken them up. So to your shaker, you're going to add your 3 ounces of pisco and your 1 ounce each of lemon and lime juice. It's 1.5. That's 3. I'd never heard of pisco before. It smells kind of like tequila, but this is apparently a grape-based liquor, and it's from Pisco, Peru, which is interesting because I actually have an episode about a vampiress from Pisco, Peru that you can listen to on Susto, anywhere podcasts are available. Right? Your 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. And now we shake it all up. All right, I think that's good. I think the overall effect for this drink is for it to look like river water. So you take your strainer, you pour it into your martini glass. And we're also gonna add in a couple of dashes of bitters and some tonic water to float. I've seen this in videos. And that is how you make a Llorona Martini. Look at that. This really does look like a river water. You can see all the sludge at the bottom. Let's give it a taste. Oh my God. It's worth the haunting. It really is. It's kind of like a limonada. You know, you go to a restaurant, you get like fresh squeezed lemonade because of the lemon and lime, but that coconut cream is like kind of coming through at the end, so it's got some sweetness. And that pisco is great. That like mix is amazing. It's really good, but I suggest that you do make this at home. Just be warned, La Llorona will probably follow you after. Refreshing. Now for an added spooky effect, and this is for presentation only. You can toss in some dry ice to make that river bubble and boil. Again, do not eat or drink dry ice. It is dangerous. This is purely for spooky effect. Here we go. And that is how you make a Llorona Martini. It's kind of ironic because the very first episode of Susto was about La Llorona, and you can listen to that episode anywhere podcasts are available. You can also follow Susto on every social platform. That's at Susto Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and follow wherever you are watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll haunt you in the next one. Bye.